Okay, everything will start at the 5th minute mark. I repeat, everything will start at the 5th minute mark. Even if the window was closed, it's still. It is hot. It is so hot in here, and you hear noises. What is up there, you guys? It is your man Joe. Came around just to found that you need to know. So today we're going to be getting into the topic of Kevin Samuels, um, black women, and weight. The reason why I want to talk about this is because of a comment that I had a little while back. Hopefully, I can find it. I gotta find that video. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Hold on. Let me look it up real quick. How's everybody's morning? I hope everybody's doing okay. Where is it? Where is it? Can anybody hear me okay? No, I hear the fan in the background. Okay, this is one comment that I got. I don't know if I can say their names, but I don't want to get them in trouble. So here's the comment. Some men these days need to watch what they say about black women's weight. When they have weight on them, there's weight on them themselves. The ones mostly agree with other men that say those things are mostly men that are heavy set and the kind the kind of weight on themselves. Every black man to look in the mirror before talking about black women weight and talking about any black woman and her weight. As far as that, do I agree? Yes, I believe that everybody, need to check themselves before they wreck themselves. However, in this case, especially in my community, when I think of Kevin Samuels, when I first watched him, I did watch him a lot, maybe like halfway, maybe like to 30 minutes, because I can't watch those, videos, because his videos are like really like 3 hours, 3 to 4 hours to post. And and I just don't have that much of attention span to really watch the whole thing. But there are videos where he did like shorten them, where the women do call in and talk about, how do I get this? How do they get this high successful man and all that? My thing is that if women of whatever color, to be honest, but if my women still wanting a high successful man in their life, I think the one thing that we need to talk about, especially when it comes to wanting men in that stature, is talking about the requirements of trying to get these so-called high value successful men. Even though, yes, there are men that are poor, they're telling other women that you're not this and you're not that. But in reality, if you are a man, if you are a lady of any color, if you want a high successful man, yes, there are requirements to get to get these men of status, such as what? Yes, weight is probably not the key factor. It probably is, but one of the factor is weight. I know in our culture, we accept the big girl mantra because of Big Mama was the mama. She was the queen. In our she was the prime example of a woman. Even though she cooked and cleaned for her husband and her children, she was the prime example. Um, Now that men who are gaining in status, gaining financial gains, and um, yeah, gaining financial gains, and now living a lifestyle of luxury or upper middle class or whatever. Now that okay, I'm starting to have peers. I'm starting to have people with a lot of financial gain. Um, Let me go try to get a system. Let me go get a black woman to marry, or in most cases, either either that the some of our women probably did not even like the guy, or think of him as he is like a corny guy, or a lame, you know. And if their sisters wasn't really checking for her, we'd probably go somewhere else and end up getting mad for some odd reason. I don't know why you didn't choose him. The main point is that women, not the main point is the one of the reasons why I think that many of our women did not like Kevin Samuels is because he told you what you needed to hear, probably what you needed to hear, even though personally I think that there are some things that I just do not agree with Kevin Samuels, even though there was a statement, and I quote unquote, that he said something about, and and he said it like in a laughter gesture and a sarcastic gesture. He said, "Oh, I'm taking, oh, I'm going to hell, and I'm taking y'all with me." I was like, I rebuke that in Yeshua's name. Uh, I'm not. I rebuke you. That's you gotta be careful with your words, Kevin Samuels. You gotta be very, very careful. Yeah, but they're saying things that which you needed to hear. Not want to hear, but needed to hear. Let's see if we can get like two more likes on this live stream. Come on, people, let's do this. Come on, chop chop. Um, but and a lot of women are. I mean, okay. For first off, Kevin Samuels did get on men first. Okay, a lot of he did get on men. He was trolling them and getting not trolling, but giving them, when the men were asking him for help, and when they got into their own delusion, Kevin just give it as what it is, and what's funny is that there's no repercussions. There's nobody to there was nobody telling helping the black man. There's nobody that was helping him. No, there was no complaints, not at all, not as much, if not at all, until the women got on, until a Pacific woman, to be honest, got on his live stream and wanted to know how could I get a high successful man, and told him he wants to know about he wanted to know about his dress size, age, and whatnot, and weight. And even though the woman did not want it to hear or did not want to listen, she wanted to be in her own delusion. She still wanted to, how to get it. And he started off nice at first. He did. He started off nice, very casual. Started off very, very nice until she just didn't want to hear it. Until she wanted to get into the discussion of why can't this particular woman that can't just date a regular working class, but she just wanted a high successful man. That's just what she wanted. But the thing was is that this woman is in her 30s, have a child, and it's going to be pretty much like a decrease of a chance to get a high value man until the lady got in her own delusion, and you pretty much everybody knows the whole story until she got into a TV show, and Yeah, she got on a TV show, a dating TV show, and she wanted to get back into the dating. It was very suitable. They seemed very nice. The men seemed very nice. Very suiting for her. She didn't take him, and she doesn't want to date uh, black men for it. And I had to say, well, that's on her choice. But the main point is that, well, not I keep saying the main point. I think is that a lot of women of whatever color, of whatever race, is is that when you want these men, you have to meet their criteria. Yes, their criteria. Um, because when men become successful, they have to change because they change themselves as well. Um, and if you're not going to be fitting to his agenda, of course, um, you're not going to be what they call, you're not going to be chosen or picked. Um, so in a sense, so as far as the whole weight thing, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to get these particular type of men, you're going to have to slim down. If you're bigger than Emmett Tent or Snorlax for Pokemon, you're going to have to slim down. You might have to lose weight in order to acquire that. Don't try to have children out of wedlock. Same thing for the men if it was in reverse, but um, you're going to have to, you're going to have to fit into his agenda in order to, I mean, and I feel like I know a lot of modern women want to have the career and the job and the children, but once you get this man, even if he makes more money than you, or yeah, and the power has more power than you, then you might have to submit to him, and you might have to quit your job or quit your career. And I don't think many women want to do that, but what else I can put? Oh yes, another thing. Another thing is that it's very strange that I find that um, when men, especially black men, who talk about black women, somehow, some way, they end up with some type of disease, which is kind of strange. I mean, I know Kevin Samuels. I didn't know. I just found out this year that he had some stage 3 cancer. And another YouTuber named Mediocrity Reviews and Tutorials recently. I recently found out that he had cancer, and he was doing like pretty much YouTube videos about women and their behavior. So I'm thinking to myself, so this person might be right. Maybe I got to be careful about talking about women's weight, even though we should talk about it if they're, you know, if they want to go, if they wanted to have this successful, high value men. People comment and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think. All right, it's your man, Joe.